Welcome, everyone, to Intensity Broadcasting for coverage of the Mission 22-300. Tonight, we will be at the virtual Thompson Speedway Motorsports Park in the exciting NASCAR Wheel and Tour Modifieds for 250 heart-pounding laps. I'm your announcer, Atlee @ManWeese, and joining me tonight to call the action are experienced iRacers and my good friends Joe Wright and Josh Hall. Hey guys, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing well, man. How about you?
I'm doing well. I'm excited for some short track racing and for a good cause, because tonight is really special for all of us here at Intensity Broadcasting, because we are doing what we love to help raise money for a cause that is very important to us. And I know, Joe, this foundation is very close to your heart, so what can you tell us about Mission 22?
Yeah, man, thanks for the shout out here. I just want to say that Mission 22, a great organization. They do a lot of things for a lot of veterans. One of the things that they do actually is they put on classes for veterans to get out there and get physical with jiu-jitsu and judo, things of that nature. But their main mission is to get veterans the help they need, get them after service some time and stuff to work together and kind of keep that camaraderie going with Mission 22. Hang on one second, man. And so the veteran community has three main programs: veteran treatment programs, memorials, and community social impact. Mission 22 provides treatment programs to veterans for post-traumatic stress, traumatic brain injury, and other issues they might be facing. And, you said it's something that's near and dear to me, and it's near and dear to me because I've had a couple of friends take their own lives. And so I think Mission 22 is the kind of thing we need in this world to help our veterans as they leave service or come back with PTSD or post-traumatic stress and traumatic brain injuries. And it really helps to get those guys out there. In 2019, they raised over $2.4 million to help out, okay? And general admin costs were about like $200,000. They did some memorials, $57,000 worth, and they helped people with treatment. 694,000 veterans were helped with treatment. So they go far beyond that. They do experiences like rock climbing and stuff, and it just gets these guys back out with the same people that they're used to being around. And it's really an awesome organization. And tonight's race is going to be all about that. I donated today, and if you're listening to the broadcast tonight, I implore you to get out there and make a little bit of donation, maybe some time even. It doesn't have to be monetary. You can donate your time as well. So check out Mission 22 on their website.
And a lot of people did have to come together to make this race the amazing success that it is. And we'd like to give a special shout out to Dave Gilbert Jr. and the rest of the Gas and Go iRacing family for bringing this event to life. And without them, none of this would have been possible. And we'd especially like to thank them for bringing us on board to be a part of everything. And also, we'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight, Turtle Shells Design, who you can find on Facebook at Turtle Shell Design, and McConey Setup Shop LLC, who you can also find on Facebook at McConey Setup Shop. Now, before everybody gets into qualifying, just want to mention that the field of cars for tonight's event is packed with amazing drivers from all over the country and possibly the world. Now, Josh, could you please fill the audience in on what the format is going to be for tonight and what are going to be some of the prizes for tonight?
Absolutely, Adley. So these guys are running a 2-lap qualifier right now, and the top 11 drivers will make it in on time. Then we're going to have 2 15-lap heat races to set the rest of the field. Only 33 drivers will be taking the green flag tonight. What they're racing for? Well, first place is going to get $50 and a free Turtle Shells paint, design paint. Second place is going to get $30. Third place is going to get $20. Also, $20 is going to go to the best throwback paint. I've got some notes on that I'll talk about later on in the race. $5 to the hard charger. Driver advances the most positions during the race. And then $5 to the driver who finishes on the lead lap with the fewest number of incident points. And if there's more than one driver, the highest finishing position will break that tie. And also, one driver will be receiving a free turtle shell paint randomly. So, a lot of prizes for these guys. I know it's not about the money, it's about the pride. So, these guys are out here to have a good time.
And as we look right now at the qualifying board, Jonathan Tuckness is on the top with an 18.70. Not far behind is Zach Edwards with an 18.75. And third is Daniel Sweeney with an 18.81. And again, 11 people from qualifying will automatically advance to. Do look at some of these throwback paint schemes. Make sure to tell us in the comments who's your favorite throwback paint scheme. There's a lot of awesome ones out here tonight.
Speaking of in the comments, Atman, before we went live tonight, we were at 998 followers on Facebook. I'd imagine by the end of this thing, we're going to be over 1,000, and we have a little thing going on, don't we? About once we hit 1,000.
Oh, yes. When we do hit 1,000, Dustin Dean, one of our other announcers, will be shaving his
head. We're also going to be donating $50 to mission22.com when we hit 1,000 as well. Gosh. So there you go.
But now we're going to be doing the national anthem because this is of something to do with, veterans and stuff. So let's go ahead and hear it.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
We are back as we only have 20 seconds left in qualifying. We are going to be getting set for some heat races.
Yeah, and thank you, Jordan Dean, for supplying that amazing rendition of the national anthem. Great job.
There you go. Jonathan Tuckness had the fastest time, 18.70. Zach Edwards second, Daniel Sweeney third, and we now are getting set for heat race number 1. Got 11 drivers in this one. Go ahead and look at the starting lineup for this first heat. So starting first, we got the 44 of Patrick O'Toole. Second is going to be that 76 machine of Jared Audette. Third is the 84 of Jason Blatz. Fourth is going to be that 28 of Kevin Bernheimer. Rounding out your top 5, we have the 22 of Matthew Kopp. Outside of him, we have Ignacio Adams. 7th is going to be Troy Trudeau. Starting 8th, we're going to have the 75 of Austin Householder. 9th is the 118 of Dennis Stepanich Jr. Starting 10th, we have the 53 of Tyler Ziegler. And starting last, but most certainly not least, we have the 1 of Jared Bogan. We got an awesome field of modifieds, and we are getting set for some heat racing.
So Max McClure let us know we hit 1,000 followers on Facebook. Congratulations to all the people here that made that possible. Whoop, whoop. Let's keep it rolling. 2,000 is the next goal. Let's go.
We also got to try to hit 1,000 on all the other platforms too, YouTube and Twitch. But yeah, 2,000 on Facebook. Does anybody know the amount of people that will be advancing from each heat?
It would be 11. So it looks like everybody's going to advance from the heats because we're going to have 33 drivers total in the field. So these are just going to be setting up the rest of the starting spots for tonight.
Awesome. Maybe some bragging rights for this one, as there we go. They're starting to pace here. You're getting set for some green flag racing. Hopefully some competitive heat racing.
I'm actually pretty stoked for this, man. I haven't had the opportunity to watch these very often, and I know the racing here is amazing at Thompson, so it's going to be fun.
Right, I mean, I've never called a race with these wheel and modified, so I'm excited to see what they're going to bring.
Yeah, these guys always put on a good show at this track. This track isn't too far from my house. I've been here a couple times, and they never disappoint, that's for sure.
I'm going to pace one more time around this oval, and we're going to get set for some green flag racing. In front row, Patrick O'Toole, Jared Audette.
Well, looks like Audette just blinked out there for a second. Hopefully he gets a little stable condition for his internet here.
And here we go. We're waiting for... There we go. Pace car pulls in.
Green flag,
green flag racing here for heat race number 1 here at Thompson. And we're side by side for the lead, but getting a great run on the outside.
Already fell big trouble.
It looks like we see some, and no caution will come out. We will continue to race on here at Thompson. Hopefully everybody can get themselves together before the leader, Jared Audette, makes his way back around. And yep, they're sticking on the bottom, so it's good that they got everything cleaned up before the leader came around.
Yeah, good thing that was a heat race. Man, that would have ruined everybody's night there. Diving into turn 1, a little getting into each other there. But Audette, like you said, setting the pace for this field.
And also, one thing that we gotta remember, a lot of us are used to like watching the closed wheel where the wheels are under like the hood and stuff, but now we're doing some open wheel racing. There was a quick glimpse at that incident. Now 5 to go in this heat race with Jared Audette having a 1 second lead over second place Patrick O'Toole. He's making his way by some lap cars, catching up to another. He made his way by the 88. There's the distance between him and second place Patrick O'Toole.
And it looks like the 75 of Householder had to hit pit road. Looks like he might have towed. He's getting some wheels put on it now.
Same thing with the one machine of Jared Bogan. Also is in the pits.
Audette gets underneath the 53 of Tyler Ziegler. He's going to pass him, put him a lap behind. And Audette off the corner here. Nice little speed down the straightaway.
Good job by him maneuvering around this lap traffic, as that might be some practice for him for when this race comes. This is 250 laps. Will probably make their way around towards some lap traffic. Because when he crosses the start-finish line, we're going to have 1 lap to go here at Thompson. And if he can just cruise through these final turns, then he will be crowned the winner of heat race number 1.
Yep, through turns 3 and 4, that's going to bring this thing home. That right front brake rotor is glowing, though, I'll tell you that.
We're going to be seeing a lot of that here at Thompson, considering how short its length is. Yep, there you go. There's a glimpse of that brake rotor. There you go. The unofficial results are on the left side of your screen. Audette, O'Toole, Kopp. As we are now gridding for our second heat race. So let's go ahead and look at our starting lineup for this second heat. Chris D. Wheeler starting on the pole with Cody Parker starting second. Third is going to be Chad Brockman. Then outside of him, we have Dave Gilbert Jr. And rounding out your top 5, we have Jeff Ramsdell. Starting 6th, we have the 8 of Bob Higgins. 7th is going to be the 74 of James Seagroves. I couldn't see the full name. It's very long, but there's Dennis Crosby, 8th. Cullen Johnston will be starting 9th. There we go. James Seagroves Decoracy. Then we got Cullen Johnston 9th. Thomas Myers Jr. going to be starting 10th. And then we got Cole Shoemaker starting last but not least. Another great field for this second heat. See how well they do.
Yeah, and this is an awesome little track. I know we didn't get to talk about it too much, but interesting history on the track too. Built in 1938, a hurricane devastated the part of Connecticut where the track was built. So it's actually the oldest paved racetrack in the United States, opened in 1940, 5/8 of a mile. Neat little track. It used to be called the Indianapolis of the East. A lot of great drivers have used Thompson as a launch pad for their careers. Names like the Bodines, Greg Sachs, Steve Park, Jimmy Spencer, Magic Mike McLaughlin, Joey Logano, and most recently Ryan Pierce cut their teeth here at Thompson. And then Northeast legends like Ron Bouchard, Mike Stefanik, Ted Christopher all made their mark at Thompson. So, I usually go down to the Icebreaker 150 to start the Northeast short track season, where they run 11 different divisions, including the 150 Tour Mod race. So I'm very familiar with these Tour Mods at this track. It's an awesome thing to see, and great to see these guys out here running these, and looking forward to a real good race.
We are getting set to start this, as this time by pace car is going to be dipping off onto pit road. Get on the front row. Cody Parker, Christy Wheeler. Go.
Watch that 19 car here, man, and also the 4. Some really fast drivers that I know of.
Green, green, green.
Here we go. Getting a good run on that start. 19 of Christy. Oh, and he's around! Christy Wheeler makes some contact there. Oh, no. Right? That's the same thing that happened last time. Right into
I might have
turn 1.
jinxed him there, man. That's my fault.
4 was not involved, James Ramsdell, but man, disappointing there for Christy Wheeler. Of course, it doesn't mean that he won't make it to the feature. He'll just have a little bit of a lower starting position. So now that puts Cody Parker in the lead, as we take a quick glimpse at that replay with NTST Broadcasting side by side.
Yeah, it looks like Wheeler just got in there a little too hot on entry there. I said he was fast, but he thought he was faster than he should have went.
Yeah, and that's the second time where we saw an incident coming into turn 1 at the start of this race.
I mean, that's a good thing to know, too, right? I mean, it's good that they have this heat race. It's not like they're going to go out there the first time and go light it up on lap 1 of the main. So now they know, and maybe they'll be a little bit more careful when it comes to that main race.
Let's take a quick look. I think it's just going to be another chill race, just like last heat race. Everybody's just getting another shakedown of this track, still getting used to it. Oh, but the 4 machine of Jeff Ramsdell is starting to catch up to Chad Brockman.
Yeah, he's been able to run roll that center much better, and there's a big bump in the center of 1 and 2, and he was able to get around that a little bit better and get that good launch off.
Yeah, that can definitely play a big role in who wins and loses here. Is the jump off here, especially in every short track, it's big. And there goes the 4, utilizing that bottom. I think in maybe the next 2 laps, he's going to start making a pass in the 64.
Yeah, you can really see that 64 is really trying to block it, but I think he's actually a lap down, maybe?
No, because it says that Jeff Ramsdell passed him, so he's now in 2nd place. Let's say that he's the 29 on your ticker, but he is the 64 on the track.
With 2 laps to go, can he run him down? Can he run down Cody Parker here in these last couple laps? I don't think he will, but you never know. Things have happened.
Jeff Ramsdale's getting off the corner really well. We'll see what he can do here.
He is the fastest car on the track right now as the white flag's in the air.
I think he's going to run out of time here, Josh.
Yeah, but look out for that 4 machine in the actual race. I mean, he might light it up. He goes across the start-finish line. Your Heat Race 2 winner, Cody Parker, in that 17 NOS Energy machine. Some fireworks going off.
So some more pretty cool stuff about Mission 22 is Vets Feeding Vets. During the COVID-19 crisis, they've offered some resources to families in need as well. So not only people with PTSD, but Vets Feeding Vets as well. Lots of cool stuff. They have a mission wellness program, all types of stuff to help our veterans here in the United States. And man, not enough can be said for the cause and the mission that they're all about. So.
Right, it's awesome that the iRacing and racing community was able to get together to help support the foundation.
And they are supported by many other awesome organizations as well, called stuff like Stop Soldier Suicide, Hope for the Warriors, Boulder Crest, the Green Beret Foundation, all partner programs of Mission 22. So any money you donate is guaranteed to be used well. So if you're watching this broadcast, I implore you again, take the time, volunteer, help out, or donate.
Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup. Starting first, we do have the 20 machine of Mike Klein. Starting second, we have Corey DeBisa. Starting third, we have William Kling-Bale. And starting fourth, we have the 10 of Daniel Sweeney. Fifth, we have Zach Edwards. Starting sixth, we have Jonathan Tuckness. Seventh is going to be Corey McGilliffery. Starting eighth, we have Mike Taylor. Ninth is going to be Rob Higgins. Starting 10th, we're going to have Elijah Travis. 11th is going to be Tyler Rush. 12th is Jared Audette. 13th is Cody Parker. 14th is Patrick O'Toole. And 15th is Jeff Ramsdell. And that's all we're going to be able to get through as we're about to go green when we enter turns 3 and 4. Just a quick look at the rest of the field. Here we go. Pace car pulls in. We're getting set for 250 laps at Thompson Speedway. Green flag is out. Let's get some racing done.
Man, it's a huge field here at Thompson. Some guys down through the infield already.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
We are side by side, and the first caution is going to come out. We have not completed a lap yet. Man. And it was, again, another instant coming into turn 1 at the start of this race. Go ahead and check out the Intensity Broadcasting side by side to see what happened here.
Some contact between the 2 and 49. It forces the 49 down through John Deere country. The 2 goes for a wild ride over there as well.
Up, right?
It's not showing up.
Man, it just looks like that was a racing deal right there.
Yeah, I don't think there was much contact made at, man. It looks like they just got in a little hot, maybe a little stack up with as many cars we got out there tonight. They're going to line them up and try it again.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah, that's a really common incident here at Thompson. The straightaway isn't as wide as you really think it is. It kind of funnels down into the corner. So you do get a lot of contact and guys running through that the infield there between 1 and 2.
When the caution flag came out, Corey DePisa was the leader. Mike Klein in second.
And if you ever get a chance to come up here to Thompson, one of the coolest things you can watch are the ISMA Super Modifieds. Those guys go around here incredibly fast. Allie, they push almost 190 miles an hour into turn 1 or into the corners down the straightaways. Yeah, they run right around 15 to 16 second laps, and it's incredible to watch those Super Modifieds get around this track.
Now, how are they different from these Modifieds that we're watching tonight?
So the Super Modifieds really don't have any rules. They got these big wings on the top that are controlled by the engine, so you'll actually see they almost look like a giant sprint car and a rocket ship had a baby. And yeah, they're really cool. And as they go down the straightaway, the wing actually flattens out. And then when they step on the brakes, the wing snaps down to a 45, well, whatever angle they want to run it, because there's no rules, and helps the car get through the corner. So it's really, really cool to watch those things fly around this place.
Awesome. Well, go ahead and take a look back at what's going on here with these Whelen Tour Modifieds as we're getting set to go back green here with Mike Klein and Corey DePisa starting on this, or restarting on this front row. There he goes, dipping off. This is a single file restart.
Green, green, green.
Yo, green flag is back out here at Thompson.
Yeah, man, now they're single filed up. We're not going to see as much, I don't think, out of them. We'll see what happens, but I doubt it.
The 10 looked like he got a little bit into the back of the 20. It looks like they're actually catching some lap traffic.
A really good battle on track right now between the 24 and the 2. They almost got into each other on entry just a second ago.
Yeah, here's the 84 and the 2. Like Rocket Pop's car. That's how I describe it. Take a look back up front. They're making their way by lap car Cullen Johnston. And they're also catching up to the 8 of Bob Higgins. The 10 of Daniel Sweeney might be catching Mike Klein a little bit.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Oh, and caution's out. As there's a car spun around on the front straightaway. We'll check out what happened with this Intensity Broadcasting side by side.
And it just looks like the 31 pushed up the track into Chris Wheeler here, and Chris catches the wall, takes a wild ride down the front stretch on his lid. Car gets up in the air a little bit. Looks like just him, gets back on all fours and the rest of the field comes by, fortunately misses him, and that's what brought out our most recent yellow.
Yeah, that was crazy. You don't see flipping like that often at short tracks, or like a super speedway thing.
Yeah, and Chris is one of those iOS guys. He runs, I think, the Truck Series with iOS, maybe even the Cup. I'm not sure, but shows some speed there, and it looked like he was doing decent here. But in the heat and now in the main, having some troubles.
These guys do have a couple faster pairs, which means they got a free opportunity to get a brand new car in the pits. So these guys do have 3 faster pairs tonight. So he's going to go in the pits here, get a fresh car, and get back out there.
You take a quick look at the weather here in Thompson, Connecticut. 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 46% humidity, partly cloudy, and it is a very windy day here. Double digits for wind speed, 10 miles per hour, and also the track temperature 69 degrees.
Sounds like a typical New England night to me at Thompson.
It's gonna continue to pace. Getting set. So, with that green flag run, Corey DePisa led the entire thing, and nobody could really get up to him. The 20 of Mike Klein and Daniel Sweeney looked like they might have started to battle if it had maybe been like 10 more laps for them.
Yeah, and as the run goes on and the tires wear off, you're going to see comers and goers here, because that tends to be the norm here at Thompson, especially with the higher line that they got to run.
And so far it's been fun to watch how everybody, what's everybody's strategy in entering the turns. Kind of like diamond the corner.
Yeah, it's a really old track surface, so that's why you see some of these guys run up a little bit higher than the bottom of the track. It gets real bumpy down there.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag's back in the air.
Let's go ahead
All right, man,
and
caution
see.
is out.
Looks like we're
Caution is
side
out.
by side for, and whoa, caution flag's out. That is going to be our third caution of the night here at Thompson. When the caution flag came out, Corey DePisa was the leader. He didn't get much time to do anything, so that caution flag came out right as the green flag came out.
Yeah, it looks like the 83 just caught the wall there on the restart. I don't know if he spun his tires or not. And when he checked up, he got hit from behind. And again, another car going flipping down the front stretch. And right in the middle of the track on the restart, you're going to see the whole field pretty much stop here. You see Jeff Ramsdell getting hooked with the 40 car there. But yeah, the big heads up by the rest of the field, just being able to just stop with the big wreck in the track and avoid more carnage.
I mean, that's what you got to do. That's a good strategy, but on their call.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, speaking of strategy, man, we're not very far into this race, but what do you think for strategy here? And maybe even Josh, you have more insight into what a fuel run might look like here.
I mean, it's 250 laps, and in that case, then they are going to have to come in for some fuel. So, like you said, strategy is going to play a big part in what happens here. Not exactly sure what is the fuel window, if Josh, you can add on to that.
Yeah, the fuel window is about 75 to 80 laps. I know these guys, like I said, the Icebreaker 150s here at Thompson. In the real life racing, and in the 150, they have a competition caution at lap 75. Let everybody come in, change tires, fuel up, and get going for the rest of the race. And I've actually seen overtime where cars ran out of gas in that final couple of green-white checkers. So hopefully we don't see that here tonight. But with 250 laps, I think these guys are probably going to come in and pit. They're going to have to pit at least twice.
Yeah, we're just hitting, lap 20? Yeah, so we just hit lap 21, and the top 20 have not hit pit road yet. So it's an interesting fact to take home with you for now and just think about as we move forward here.
We're going to try another single file restart as so far everybody in the top 16 has not gone into the pits yet, as they are on 20 lap tires.
All right, we got about 13 people watching this. If you could share this thing for us, that would help us out tremendously as we're single file. Green flag's about to be out.
Green flag, green flag.
Here we go. Green flag is back out here at Thompson Speedway. Getting a good restart is the 13 of Corey DePisa.
Not really see Jonathan Tucker is trying to run a little bit higher line to get that better jump off the corner. Doesn't look like it's going to work out for him as he's under attack from Zach Edwards now.
Ooh, 20 car of Mike Klein in the wall there.
He held on to it. He's going to fall. He's going to lose a couple positions here, man. But, yeah, you're right, man. That was a hard hit into that outside wall. Still looking like he's doing okay, though.
That's now going to put Daniel Sweeney in the second position as he's starting to reel in the 13 of Corey DePisa. Maybe in the next couple of laps, he might actually catch him.
Now, we did have a guy spin through the front stretch here. He got into the grass, and I think he actually pulled the reset there, jumped to the pits. Jared Audette, one of our winners from one of the heats, right?
Yes, he did win one of our heat races. Disappointing for him. He's going to lose a lot of track position and maybe go a couple laps down because of that. But we still do have 26 cars on the lead lap still, so it's still anybody's game. Right now, Corey DePisa is your leader. 26 laps in the books, but he does have a hard-charging Daniel Sweeney starting to catch up to him. He might be catching some lap traffic as well. Also watch that 94 as well as he has the 6 of Zach Edwards trying to make a move on him. Got a big battle back here. 75 of Austin Householder is battling with the 4.
Yeah, that's Jeff Ramsdale. He's a lap down right now. I think he had to do some towing at some point because of the wreck.
Caution is out.
And here comes Wheeler. Now we saw
Caution.
Wheeler early, and caution is out.
4th caution of the night here at Thompson. Go ahead and look at the wreckage replay. Exactly what happened here in this incident. Here's the intensity broadcasting side by side to see exactly what happened here with this 4th caution. Grass there. You have people going onto pit road. Austin Householder, Elijah Travis, Cole Shoemaker, Bob Higgins, and Jared Audette all are on pit road. so far, Corey DePisa has led every single lap. There goes the 4 of Jeff Ramsdell going back onto the lead lap.
A couple guys going for that hard charger award right now. We've got James Seagroves. He's up 10 spots right now. Yekono Adams, he's up 12 spots. But our biggest mover so far, Jared Bogan in the one machine, he's up 16 spots as of right now. So somebody's trying real hard to get that hard charger award tonight.
He started.
Things are just parting for him.
But I mean, people have been able to make up a lot of positions with all the cautions and stuff. Definitely our unhard charger looks like William Klingbeil started in 3rd and he fell all the way down to 31st and looks like he has retired for the night.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for him as there's a lot of race left. He had the opportunity to come back through the field, but it looks like something happened to him when he had to park it.
We're going to take a quick look through the field to see where everybody is at. And make sure to tell us in the comments who you're pulling for, who you came to see, or if you didn't really come to see anyone, just maybe make a blind pick who you've seen as the fastest and who you think is going to win. We are going back green here. Double file restart again. And there goes the pace car.
Green, green, green.
That green here at Thompson Speedway. We're side by side for second. 94 of Jonathan Tuckness gets a good restart. Trying to make the pass. And there's also the 6 of Zach Edwards is there as well. They're side by side as we cross the start-finish line. Ooh, getting a good run off the corner there. The 10 of Daniel Sweeney is clear, but we're still side by side for 3rd. Zach Edwards is going to make it by the 94 of Jonathan Tuckness, and now the field is pretty much single file.
Yeah, we still got a really good battle around the 12th spot here. 38 machine.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
We do have a shout out on Facebook. Carrie Klein says
Yellow is out.
Oh, and yellow is out, but we'll talk about that again. Shout out for number 20. Let's go. Let's see who is that. That's Mike Klein in the 20 machine. He's in the top 5 and 5th, so he's got a good chance to win this one.
Yeah, you're gonna see the 2 here just get turned into that outside wall.
Number 5. Cautions. Here we go. Take a look back up front at Corey DePisa. Gonna do a quick flyby of the field to see where your favorite driver currently is on the track. Also, we can see some driver bios as well. We can also see some of these throwback paint schemes as well. So far, has any of them stood out to y'all?
There's a couple have caught my eye tonight. I do see Elijah Travis. He's running the 2005 Dodge Featherlight Modified. That's a pretty cool looking paint job tonight. There's another one here that Lucas is running a Mike Stefanik throwback, and here from the Northeast, Mike Stefanik was definitely one of my favorite drivers growing up. Used to watch him, Thompson, Stafford, Riverside Park Speedway. So that one's kind of caught my eye a little bit. And Cullen Johnson with the Mike Stefanik late 80s throwback scheme. So I thought that was pretty cool too, to see these Northeast drivers up here running those old Northeast games tonight.
I'm a big fan of the 17. I don't know where he is now, but earlier I saw the 17 machine out there with the Western Auto paint job going, and I don't know, it's an interesting fact. As a kid, I was a huge Darrell Waltrip fan, and I had a checker wall, and then I had a big 17 on my wall. My dad did it for me. It was awesome.
All right, man. Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
And then the lights on the pace car went back on.
Yeah, there were some laggers at the back. I think some people were still on pit road. They want to get them all out on track before they get going.
Got you. So far, we still have 25 cars on the lead lap. There we go. Lights on the pace car. Go back out. We should be going green this time by. All right, here we go. Pace car pulls in. We're back green here at Thompson after our 5th caution. Ooh, somebody tagged the wall there. Side by side for 3rd. Zach Edwards making the high side work. Oh, they make contact. Able to save it though. We remain green here at Thompson, and the 94 is going to take 3rd away from Zach Edwards.
Zach Edwards is not having none of that. He's right back on that bumper. The 94 looking for some I want it back positioning here wise.
Oh, and caution's out.
Yeah, the 17's around as well. I think it's out before that though.
Check out this wreckage replay to see exactly what happened with this incident. This is our 6th caution of the night.
Yeah, you see the 7 make some contact with the 84. He gets spun around. And then as they go by, the 84 comes back into the track, catches the 22. Man, 22 gets some air right there. Wheeler's caught up in that one as well, unfortunately for him.
The 3rd time we've seen someone catch air here, get on their roof. It's very odd for a short track.
Yeah, luckily for these guys, it got 3 resets. We got some guys down on pit road now getting that reset done, and will definitely help here as we move forward.
Yep, still people with goose eggs for the amount of resets. I see some people, a lot of people have 1 reset. Few people have used 2 resets. Gotta use them wisely, that's for sure. Corey DePisa, the leader, went onto pit road. I just now realized. There's some pit strategy for him. He's gonna get some freshies.
Not a bad idea. I mean, you know, you're 50 laps into the run. You're approaching that 75 lap fuel window anyways, so you might as well come in, get those tires, get that fuel early, so maybe you can run a little bit longer later on.
Let's put him, though, a lap down. We're now down to 20 drivers on the lead lap as lights on the pace car go off. There it is, that Citrus Safe machine. We've now hit lap 50. Still, the top 13 have not gone into the pits. Ramsdale in 14th has gone in, and there we go. Pace car pulls in.
Green flag, green flag.
We are back green flag racing here at Thompson. Side by side for second. Zach Edwards in the 6 machine trying to make a move on the 94 of Jonathan Tuckness. These two battled it out last restart.
Yeah, the 6 underneath now. He's going to make it stick on that bottom line. Edwards still underneath.
And Tuckness gets into second place. Also, watch that 20 machine of Mike Klein. He's also there on the back bumper of the 6 machine of Zach Edwards.
Yeah, we saw the 20 get into the wall early on, but he's been kind of maintaining there in that 4th, 5th position, just kind of hanging out. He overdrove it early, but now looks like he might be trying to get a little bit more racy again. As we watch that 6 car still chasing the 94. 94 now setting his sights on the 10 machine of Daniel Sweeney. Jonathan Tuckness, let's see if he's got anything for the leader.
Yeah, and that 6 of Zach Edwards, he looked like he was getting ready to use the chrome horn a little bit ago. Let's see if he comes down to that as Yellow's back out on the track. We got a spin in turn 4.
Okay. Another wreckage replay. 7th caution of the night. Goes the 58.
Yeah, you're going to see here that 84 is just going to drive in a little bit deeper than the 19. It's going to catch the 19 in the right rear, and it's going to cause the 22 and to also get caught up here. So 84 and 22 getting the worst part of that.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for Chris Wheeler again. Just wrong place at the wrong time, gets turned around and right in front of people too, which is never fun right here in 1 and 2. That 8 Richard Petty throw back there gets it right on by. Hard contact for the 22 though.
Just something to mention, Corey DePisa, who went in for fresh tires the last caution flag, he is now back on the lead lap. With those fresh tires, we might see him start to make his way up to the field. We do got some people on pit road. Cullen Johnston, Jason Blatz, Christy Wheeler, and Jared Audette all are on pit road or coming off of it. Caution flag came out. Daniel Sweeney was the leader, but I think I see a lot of potential in that 94 machine of Jonathan Tuckness. He's got a fast, modified. What he can do on this next restart. Here's Cody Parkey, who's made it into the top 5. He won one of our heat races. I believe it was the second one.
Yeah, with these tour mods, those big chrome bumpers on the front and big chrome bumpers on the back, these guys aren't afraid to use them, and we've seen that a little bit tonight. But you can definitely let that guy know you're behind him with that, as they're re-racking them right now. We're going to go back green flag racing here.
There's always the 1, 2, 3 modified rule. You might see some people use.
Eddie Christopher made that famous here at this track.
Awesome.
All right, let's see what the 94's got for the 10 years. They get back rolling. The green flag is out. And it looks like he's got a little speed on the outside here. We'll see if we can get him on the outside. It's going to be a tough task here of the 94, but he's rolling. He's got help from the 6.
There he goes. He's now clear of the 10 and the 6. And we're now side by side for second. Is now also trying to use that outside to get around him. That's a Zach Edwards, and he now gets in to second place, and he's now going to try to work on that 94 of Jonathan Tuckness.
Yeah, the 94 and the 6 have been fighting all night, so it'll be cool to watch. Sorry, go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, we got 3 wide. We got a wreck
all right, man.
here.
Caution is out. Caution
in
is
turn
out.
number 2.
There
Turn
goes the
number 4. Yellow's back out.
There goes the 8th caution of the night here. Out on the track. Outer Intensity Broadcasting side by side.
Yeah, a little 3 wide racing here. That throwback to Davey Allison there. That's what brought out our most recent yellow. A couple cars just not a lot of room coming off the corner there.
You mentioned earlier how a lot of drivers don't realize how skinny the track is.
Yeah, it really gets tight off the corner here, and it's just the nature of the track. The corners are actually wider than the straightaway by a lot, and you can kind of see that as they're coming into turns 1 and 2 here. So it's really deceiving as you come off the corner to how wide the rest of the track really is.
I was impressed with the 94 of Tuckness and going around the 10 on the outside like that. It was awesome show of power for him. The 6 followed right behind. These 2 guys looking like the class of the field right now.
And I did see them earlier, last lap, where they faked going into pit road. Is there. We check out our stint length. Right now, the highest driver on the track with fresh tires is Ramsdell. He's on 46 lap tires compared to the rest of the top 9s of 64 lap tires. We also got Higgins and 13th is on 24 lap tires. Householder is on 34 lap tires. In 15th place though, Elijah Travis in 15th is on very, very fresh tires. I'd watch out for him. And also Johnston. Cullen Johnston is also on very fresh tires as well.
Yeah, let's see if we can get another power move on the outside. I like that line that they were running on that high side. It reminded me a lot of the Icebreaker a few years back with Ryan Preece and Doug Colby battling like that and getting the pass on the outside. So a little New England reference for those guys. I know there's quite a few New England guys in here who know who I'm talking about. So looking forward to seeing how else these guys can run this track.
Yeah, if the 6 of Zach Edwards can get a good start here outside the 94, look for him to go around the outside as well. He's got that 20 now of Mike Klein's tucked right up behind him. But the 94 gets a good run.
That green here at Thompson. And yeah, you're right, 94 getting a great restart. But here comes the 6 machine of Zach Edwards. Got up to the back bumper of Jonathan Tuckness. Yeah, he's there. Next couple of laps, he'll be around him. I'm sure. Oh, there's a car in the grass. There he goes, making the pass on exit of 4. Couldn't quite get it there. Let's see if he can do something here in the turns. No. Progress though.
And the 10 of Daniel Sweeney letting it hang out, swiping the wall a little bit there. That 94 is still holding it down up front.
Yeah, it's one thing to get to him. It's another thing to get around him. And, you know, unless he can really set him up and almost get side by side off the corner, he's going to have to tuck back in just like you saw there. As now the 10 of Daniel Sweeney starting to join the party, and Mike Klein in the 20.
But this is where that rule comes into play, like Atman said, the 1, 2, 3 modified rule. But, whoa, the 6 is Zach Edwards hard down off the corner.
That's the move I told you he needed to make, where he had to be side by side off the corner, and he's going to be able to slide job. No. Yes. Gets that slide job. Oh!
94 wheel hopping off the wall. He was able to keep it going.
It's wild when they hit the wall, they don't even have any damage. So that 94 machine is bouncing off the wall there.
Wow. That was crazy. There's a car on the bottom of the track. They're going to go around him, and that's now going to put Daniel Sweeney in second place. But we'll watch and see if Jonathan Tuckness can try to get by him. He's about to the back bumper.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
And oh, caution's out. 9th caution of the night. Take a look at this wreckage replay to see exactly what happened here in this incident.
See, the 29 just bounces off the wall, and Chris Wheeler nowhere to go as he came off the wall. And it's going to back it right here into the corner. And that's what's going to bring out this wreckage here, wreckage rewind. No harm, no foul as he gets it straightened out and gets going again. You see, one car happened to get hard on the binders to avoid
Man,
it.
I was gonna say he almost got pummeled. He got lucky there.
Now, while we're under pace lap, I know you mentioned him earlier, Doug Coby. I do have a story, just to add a little bit of a modified story. In an iRacing official race, in these modifieds at Thompson, Doug Coby was lapping me, and I accidentally came up on him, and he also, like, and we made contact, and I went through the grass, so I can say that I wrecked Doug Coby in an iRacing official race.
Thank you, because I can't stand Doug. No, I'm kidding. Doug's a good guy. I've been watching him for years. I'm just a little sour because Colby wrecked Ryan Preece at New Hampshire a couple of years ago to take the win. And as everybody knows, I'm a huge Ryan Preece fan, so hopefully he gets it done tomorrow. Has another good finish at Daytona on the road course tomorrow.
Man, I was rooting for him so hard in the 500. And I think I probably jinxed him too. I have this thing where I sort of root for people and they just can't do anything. So I've been rooting for everybody but Ryan Blaney this year, and it's still not working out for me.
I have met both Doug Coby and Ryan Preece when they came to Langley. Ryan Preece he's a nice guy. I feel like the modifieds, like whenever they come to the track, they allow you to like go down into the pits and interact with the drivers.
And there's just Thompson, like I said, there's been so many legends of the modified tour that have raced here at Thompson. I mean, the late Mike Stefanik, the late Ted Christopher, as I mentioned, Ryan Preece, Richie Evans. I mean, Donnie Leah, Todd Ziggity, Reggie Ruggiero. I mean, it's just, yeah, I mean, it's just the list goes on and on. I love my New England modified tour. So, I mean, even guys like Steve Park and Mike McLaughlin, Jeff Fuller, just cutting their teeth here at Thompson. It's pretty cool, all the names that have come here and where they are now.
Another thing with modifieds is the fact that I honestly, one track that I want to go to eventually is Bowman Gray Stadium. There is crazy modified racing there.
Yeah, but Bowman Gray tends to be like the WWE of NASCAR.
That's a way to describe it. We're going to be going back green here at Thompson. getting a good restart there with Zach Edwards, but he does have Daniel Sweeney behind him. Zach Edwards has got himself a little gap there between him as
all right, man,
we're
caution
battling
Caution is out.
for like 5th. Oh, and we got a car through the grass, and we've now hit double digits with cautions. 10th caution out.
Yeah, that was Chad Brockman. He got tagged earlier, and he was having some trouble in John Deere country. We're going to pull up the replay here to see exactly what happened to him.
Turn these modifieds into a lawnmower.
Here's the initial contact between the 29 that I thought brought the wreck out, but caution out. But I guess we had a second incident on it. We're gonna get that one dialed up in just a moment.
Like, wait, so Zach Edwards, Elijah Travis. Specifically, Zach Edwards went in for some fresh tires.
Yeah, looks like the 195 or 192 got off the track, and the 8 car was checking up to avoid him coming back on the track, and just got run over from behind.
Back in real time, Zach Edwards was actually able to get his fresh tires, and he was able to beat the pace car off. Yeah, he was. He's still in the lead lap. But still, the top 4 have not gone into the pits yet. The freshest tires in the top, with the first driver who has gone into the pits. Ramsdale is on 65 lap tires. Let's see, 7th. Cullen Johnston is on 21 lap tires. Higgins, Klein, and Tuckness all have very fresh tires, so watch for them to make their way up to the field. DePisa is on 22 lap tires. Travis is on very, very fresh tires. Blatt's on 29 lap tires. But watch out for Zach Edwards to start making his way up to the field, and same thing with Cooper Rush. Or no, Tyler Rush, excuse me. Is this the moment right now where we start to see like the top drivers who haven't gone in start to slow down, and we see the fresh, where it's like blatantly obvious that the drivers with the fresh tires are much better than everybody
I don't
else.
know, man. I know that guy there in 5th, Jeff Ramsdale, was a lap down not so long ago. We talked about him being a lap down on fresh tires, and now here in the 5th position. So we'll see what happens. And even that 2 on the outside of him as they're about to go green.
There we go. Pace car pulls
Green,
onto
green,
pit
green.
road, and we are back green here at Thompson. Getting a good restart was that 10, but also getting a good restart is that 17 of Cody Parker, but clearing him is the 10 of Daniel Sweeney. He's also got James Seagroves behind him. Their gap, though, is separated. Ooh, we're side by side as here are 2 drivers with very, very fresh tires. But looks like DePisa, Cullen Johnston starting to fall behind as DePisa goes by him. And now Zach Edwards is starting to make a pass to get into the top 10.
Yeah, Daniel Sweeney just starting to check out on the field here as we're coming up to lap 90. And he's just starting to check out about almost a full second, 0.7 right now over Cody Parker. Ramsdale up to 4th. Watch him as he's looking under for 3rd now as he enters the corner.
Yep, side by side with James Seagroves. Seagroves is back clear. Well, the reason why is they slowed down is because A caution came out. 11th caution of the night here at Thompson.
Yeah, it looks like the 13 just gets loose off the corner here. That's the early leader, the 13 at Pisa.
Yeah, it looks like he just made a little bit of contact, overcorrected it right up into the wall in front of the field. And everybody's trying to make evasive maneuvers here, checking up to avoid him.
All right, well, if you're watching this broadcast right now, do me a favor, go share this with your friends and family, or any iRacers or racers that you know. Let's get these views up, and also while we're getting these views up, let's talk about our mission tonight. Our mission tonight is to work on getting some help to these people in the U.S. military who have retired with things like PTSD and traumatic brain disorders. And Mission 22 is the organization that helps them by uniting, we heal, right? So United We Heal is their motto. And Recover and Resiliency is one of their things. A 12-month program available to combat veterans, those who are injured and therefore could not deploy, and those who have experienced MST. There are a limited number of openings for that program. So any money you can donate or help out with will help the people of Mission 22. Go ahead and check that out, mission22.com.
But also I want to bring this up is that if you do know anyone that is going through PTSD, then maybe try to find them a company like Mission 22.
Yeah, or, some people just want to talk, right? Some of those guys want to talk. Some of them don't want to talk. Some of them want to only be around people that have the same experiences as well. So we'll talk about it later, but I had a really dear friend of the family come back and just it's one of those things you overlook as a person sometimes, and when you have the opportunity to really sit down and talk to them, you probably would have known more, but you just think of everyday life, and you don't think about everybody else, and sometimes you gotta take a second to think of others. So
when we restart, let's go ahead and look at the cockpit view from Daniel Sweeney in that AutoZone Tractor Supply black, red, and white car. And we'll also check out how fast he's going, and these modifieds only have 2 gears. Back down into first gear right before we start. Goes, as you can see, the pace car dips off, and there you see the speedometer start to go up as green flag is back out here. There's Barney the flag man in the flag stand. And there we go, getting into the 100s.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Brakes. Oh, and whoa, looks like now Barney's waving a yellow flag as caution flag is out. Go ahead and get this wreckage replay up to see exactly what happened in the incident. I was not able to see that because we were in the cockpit cam of Daniel Sweeney. Did give a new point of view though with what's going on here.
So right here, coming in the corner, the 14 gets a little bit of help from the 74. And here comes Chris Wheeler on the outside. I think they make a little bit of contact. I apologize. And then racing has one of its favorite little glitches here is the 14 car is going to go a space shuttle status here.
Wait, oh my gosh, that is one of my favorite glitches from iRacing. Wow.
Thank you, iRacing, for supporting the Mars mission.
A little bit further behind, though, we had a couple other wrecks going on here. Is you see the 27 and the 23 and the 40 make some contact. The 74 is around. You see the 84 there. The 192 is spinning around. And a big one here on the backstretch after the 14 car goes moon status.
Kind of reminds me of back when I used to play NASCAR Heat. I would like turn the car around and drive backwards and then go off the hood of the cars going towards me, and the car would just go flying. I don't know if anybody else tell us.
Oh, everybody's done that.
Yeah, everybody's done that. Who's played a
NASCAR
racing
Heat,
video
right?
game before has had to have done that. Let me know in the comments if I'm the only one or has anybody else done that.
As we look at that view from Mars there.
Not to, age myself or anything, but I used to do that in NASCAR racing too, back in the day.
I mean, it's just it's something that you can do. Of course, now if you can't, I wouldn't do it on iRacing. I would not recommend doing that on iRacing because first of all, if you drive backwards for like 10 seconds, it disqualifies you.
Yeah, for those of you that are new to the virtual racing or never seen iRacing before, iRacing has a sporting code. It's not like a regular video game where you can just drive backwards and destroy people. There's a protest system. They actually have stewards who review any incidents that are sent to them. So it's pretty intense. I know a few people who
like it back on the
gotten
pace car. We're
vacations
not
from
going green this
iRacing
time. We are
because
not
of
going green.
incidents they've had on track.
John Goke.
Hey now. But yeah, I mean it's a great way because they really police the people out there, and it makes for good racing, and it allows people to kind of progress through the ranks without worrying about people just going out there and ruining people's races.
And thanks for the shout out, Eddie Morris. We hope we're the best in the business, but we're just trying over here. Mediocre at best.
Here's the fans in the stands as we see everybody. Of course, they stand still and they don't move, but that's okay.
Pace car's in.
Here we go. Pace car
Green
is
flag,
back.
green flag.
I know it's in the pits, and there we go. We're back green here at Thompson, and we'll see if Jonathan Tuckness can get a good run on Daniel Sweeney. And I'm also watching some of the drivers with fresh tires. Of course, I think everybody except for Daniel Sweeney, let's take a look at that. Yeah, everybody except for Sweeney and Bernheimer and also Crosby and Trudeau, but everybody pretty much is on fresh tires.
And that 10's holding his own being on such old tires. I mean, I don't know that the tire wear is necessarily huge factor. I think we'll see as this gets a little longer in the run. The 94 might be able to do some more stuff that the 10 won't be able to do. So you'll see it, I think, after a couple laps. When they cool off, they're kind of even out again. But you can see the 94 can really turn it down now. Not getting as much of a run off the corner as he'd like, though.
Just going to battle for third as Zach Edwards and Kevin Bernheimer are going at it. Edwards right now just trying to set up that pass. Ooh, 94's in the wall. Sparks are flying.
And as I mentioned earlier in the race, it's a very old track surface, so tire wear, yeah, it is going to play a factor as these cars run longer and longer. And it's going to heat up those tires a lot faster as guys have been out there for a long time. You use a lot more right front at this track than you really think because, again, it's deceiving. The speeds are so long and the toners are actually kind of tight. And you got to run that little higher lineup.
But I mean, still, Daniel Sweeney, despite being on really, really old tires, he's holding his own. Tuckness is trying to make a move here. They are starting to catch lap traffic. You know, he's watching that 10 of Daniel Sweeney just waiting to see, you know, what he's doing when he's lifting, when he's braking, that kind of thing. So right now he's just setting up the passing. How is he gonna do this? How is he gonna make the pass on the 10?
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Yeah, and the other thing, man, is there's a lot of time, right? He can wait. You're only 100 laps into this thing. The next caution is out, though.
13. Lucky number 13. Cautions are out. There goes finally the 10 of Daniel Sweeney going on to pit road to get some fresh tires.
Yeah, it looks like the 2 here gets up a little bit higher than he wants to. He tries to cut it back down. Looks like he pushes up a little bit and just catches, overcorrects here and catches the wall. And does a little pirouette. Gets back on all 4 and drives away.
Man. There goes Daniel Sweeney back off of pit road as he now has fresh tires. Goes onto the track. Oh, there's some people in the grass as we saw a little wreck under caution. Now, since Daniel Sweeney went onto pit road, Jonathan Tuckness is now our new leader. Thompson. Also watch also for that 6 of Zach Edwards. And in 3rd place, here's a name that we haven't really mentioned, Jason Blatz, but we should be mentioning him because so far he's our hardest charger. He's gained 25 positions, started in 28th.
Yeah, he's having a heck of a run tonight, and man, if he keeps this thing up, he's going to be right there at the end, all the way up to 3rd spot now.
Look at some of the people. Looks like James Seagroves, Dave Gilbert Jr., Dennis Crosby, Troy Trudeau, Bob Higgins, and Cole Shoemaker all are on pit road. Sweet.
It seems like you might be pretty safe too, man, being up in the top 4 or 5. It's a little bit more treacherous. You get back to 6th to 10th, back on beyond that even. So.
Oh, a little bit of contact there between the 84 and the 20. Looks like lights on the pace car have gone off, so we are going to be going back green here.
Watch Zach Edwards on that outside line. Let's see if he can get a run like the 94 did earlier in the race. You just got to be ready on this restart here. I bet you that 94 is going to turn hard left after the pace car dips off. He's going to get it off the corner here. Here he goes. There it is.
Green flag, green flag.
Couldn't quite get there in front of the 94 of Jonathan Tuckness, so he's just going to stick behind him. There he goes. He goes down. Now,
all right, man.
see what his view is like and how he's going to... What? Oh, caution's out here. 14th time here at Thompson. Man. Smoke in the air.
Looks like the 84 just gets up into the marbles. Loses control, comes right down in front of Jeff Ramstill. The 49 and the 10, and man, just everybody just comes piling in. You see the 55 there hard on the brakes, not able to get it slowed down. The 192 again. That's Elijah Travis up into the wall. Oh, the 19 just comes piling in. Unfortunately, that's Chris Wheeler. Nowhere's to go.
like the 5th or 6th time where we've seen drivers like flip on their lids. And it amazes me how we're at a short track and that super speedway, we're seeing like super speedway-esque wrecks.
Yeah, and Jonathan Tuckness really holding down that front, man. Even as much as Zach Edwards is putting the heat on, Jonathan's been holding them off pretty well. That 20 machine, Mike Klein, don't sleep on him. He was our pole sitter.
And we do. You're right, Mike Klein was our pole sitter, and he fell down 2 spots. We're down to 10 cars on the lead lap. Right now, here at Thompson. There goes Daniel Sweeney going back on the lead lap. Goes pace car into the pits. We are back green here
Green.
Thompson Speedway.
Tuckness out to a huge jump at man. He's flying right now. He's trying to drive away from Zach.
Yeah, that was a fantastic restart by that 94 machine.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Zach Edwards said, oh, and we have a caution. 15th of the night.
That was that Chris Wheeler in the 29. The 29 just kind of misjudges where Wheeler's going to be here and catches him in the back and sends him right around. And again, middle of the corner, all these cars doing a great job to avoid him as he's just going to go down into John Deere country.
That's happened to a lot of drivers mowing the grass here. They're trying to keep Thompson beautiful, but...
Call them crop circles, man. Crop circles. So you can see him from Mars. We had one guy go to Mars. Might as well have crop circles too.
Alright, we're halfway through this race. Yep.
We need green flag. That's what we need.
Green flag.
If you're watching this broadcast and you're in the car, turn the broadcast off. It's okay. Just drive your car.
We have had people do that.
Yeah, we have. I was yelling. That was basically a shout out to Eddie Morris and Dustin Dean. They'd rather watch the broadcast than drive their cars. Or maybe Dylan Redding. I don't know. Whoever takes me out every week. That guy.
All of them?
No, but Dustin Dean, I mean, he's the people's champ. Everybody loves Dustin Dean.
Dustin Dean for Coke Series 2021.
I know. We have a lot of people.
Series.
Oh, Diet Coke Series.
The Diet Coke. There we go. Maybe the Coke Zero Sugar Series.
He got 0 sugar.
I mean, me and Dustin, we always talk about food every broadcast. Friday was chicken wings.
I can go for some chicken wings.
Shout out to Ron Holmes. I'm glad you paid for it. Sorry you couldn't make it, but yeah, I agree with you. A great cause here tonight, the Mission22.com charity race. So it's pretty cool.
Now back on food, I know Josh, again, you've mentioned all throughout this race that you've been to Thompson Speedway. Is there anything like notable in their like concession stands? Anything like they're known for?
No, not really. They're known for expensive beer and overpriced hot dogs. That's about all I can say.
I mean, like Langley, they're known for their redneck fries, which is barbecue. I put ketchup and cheese.
All right, man. Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
Take the name with a grain of salt. No, it's not squirrel meat.
But really, they do actually have a pretty cool restaurant on staff there, or on the grounds. There's actually an 18-hole luxury golf course.
What?
Golf club there on Thompson as well. Yeah, so it's just outside of the road course, and they do buffets and catering and that kind of thing. So they don't have that open during the race, but it is kind of cool to go there and get some food.
So yes, there is a road. I did know that there is also a road course and iRacing. You gotta add that. That would be fun to have. As we're back green here.
Green flag.
At Thompson, and getting another great restart is Jonathan Tuckness. But also Zach Edwards is catching up to him a lot quicker than last time.
Yeah, Zach really putting that pressure on. The 94 is gonna get sick of seeing him in the mirror the whole time. And I don't know about you, Josh and that, man. It's tough to be the leader when somebody's riding you that hard. It makes you want to overdrive the corner, and if you don't maintain your cool, you do something stupid, and there you go. They won't go right on by. But 94 doing really well. Jonathan Tuckness holding off that 6 machine of Zach Edwards as they head down the front stretch one more time.
Yeah,
All right, man,
I mean, in my opinion, of course, you
out.
still need to look. Oh, and caution's out. But I mean, you still gotta look in. You do have to look in your rear view mirror. But in my opinion, I mean, I'm just focused on what's in front of me, and just let them. Just don't get stressed about somebody behind you. And oh, there's somebody there on the wall. Looks like that was Seagroves, James Seagroves.
Yeah, just a little misjudging of how close these two cars were together. See the 22 goes spinning here. Unfortunately, he's going to go back up across the track. Right in front of the 74 is going to T-bone him. Now, unfortunately, just nowhere's for him to go. See the 10 car just sneaking through there. Great wreck avoidance right there.
Now we have been talking a lot about the foundation, but also I do want to mention that there are also 2 other sponsors to keep in mind, and that's Turtle Shell's Design and McConey Setup Shop. And both of them you can find on Facebook. For Turtle Shell, you can find them at Turtle Shell Design, and then for McConey Setup Shop. And each of them does what they are in their name. McConey has iRacing setups that they can supply you with, and then Turtle Shell Design can design you a sweet looking car, and that's actually one of the prizes for 2 different things. First place is going to get $50 in a free Turtle Shell Design, and then also they're also going to be doing a random draw for someone to get a free Turtle Shell Design as well. It won't be free, but still, you yourself, it'll probably be like $15 to $20, but you yourself can also get a sweet looking iRacing ride. Maybe it can be a throwback, just like these drivers are running tonight. Wondering who is gonna take that best throwback paint scheme contest. I'm sure everybody has their own story on why they picked what they did. And I mean, that would be a good question to ask in maybe the driver interviews when we interview the top 3 as well. I mean, why you picked the throwback paint scheme that you did.
Yeah, man, I don't know if you noticed, but we lost our leader, the 94.
Oh, geez. So, yep, we did lose.
He fell out. And it looks like he may have lost internet. Let's see what happened there. As we're about to go back green here.
Pace car is in. And we are back green here at Thompson Speedway.
Alright, man, caution is out. Caution is out.
Here comes Mike Klein in that 20 machine. And caution flag is back out here at Thompson.
You know what you say here, cautions breed cautions.
Yeah, well, it's breeded 16 cautions.
There's some 3-wide racing on the front. And you see the 13 get into the 55 here, and that's going to turn him right in front of the field. Unfortunately, on a restart, when you have them this close together, you're just going to get a bunch of people just piling in.
Yeah, just, you know, some synchronized roof spinning to add to the Mars mission.
Gotta have some entertainment.
No doubt, man, no doubt. I'm ready for the last 80 laps of this thing to be green flag racing. What do you think?
See?
Notice I gave us like a 10 lap, 30 lap buffer.
I mean, we might see two or three more cautions, but I mean, hopefully we can get. I'm just excited to see what like the final 5 laps are gonna be, because we do have a few people in the pits: Jeff Ramsdell, Cullen Johnston, Keith McGillivray, and Kevin Bernheimer. All on pit road. Still looks like Jonathan Tuckness has gotten back on the track. He did suffer some internet issues, as there is, I don't know if anybody's noticed, there is currently a snowpocalypse going on right now. All across the United States, we've seen a lot of snow, and many people lost power, including on Tuesday night in the Super Speedway Kings race. Right before, while we were gridding for the race, Jimmy Crow ended up losing
All right,
power.
man. Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
Look at the stint length, as Edwards and Klein are nearing, and looks like Elijah Travis and Daniel Sweeney do have fresher tires than the top two. 59 lap tires for Edwards, and then 66 lap tires for Mike Klein. Got some drivers going back on the lead lap. We have a whole parade coming by. Another one. I think that's about it. There comes another one. Oh, nope. Oh, yep, there it is. But there we go. We're going back green here. And pace car is in.
All right, man.
We are back
Lights
green
are back on
here
the pace
at
car.
Thompson.
We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
And wait. What happened? Pace car had pulled in. then...
Alright, man. Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
Looks like there's some confusion in the back of the field with people trying to catch back up to the field, and they delayed the green because of it.
That makes sense. Everybody, I mean, they wouldn't have been caught up to the back of the field. Oh my gosh, we got a bunch of people wrecking under caution. Jeez. Still have 12 cars on the lead lap and 22 cars still on the track.
Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
Two cars in the pits. Shoemaker and James Seagroves. Lights on the pace car have gone off.
Alright, man. Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
Oh, nope. We still gotta get everything situated. Everybody needs to get where they're meant to be.
Natalie, we were talking earlier about the different facilities here and how iRacing needs to get on and scan those road courses. And I know the road course isn't that new. There's an original road course that they ran historically, and then they stopped running for a while. It was just kind of the campground, but they repaved it, and now they've got quite a few different tracks between the 1.7 mile road course, the oval, and there's a 1/10 mile midget oval as well there.
Oh, it's like a go-kart track? Or is it dirt? Oh no, we're back green here.
Green.
Thompson.
Zach Edwards out to the point. He's getting chased by Mike Klein, your pole sitter, but man, tough. Another wreck, but still staying green.
Alright. Hopefully everybody can get themselves straightened out before the leaders come around. We got a lap car, they're catching up to a lap car. But extending his lead right now over Mike Klein is Zach Edwards, but he might get a little bit slowed down with this lap car coming up real soon.
Yeah, he's catching the car that just spun and had a little issues. That's the one car, and he's able to keep going, and I think he'll stay out of the way and let the leaders on by.
Right.
Yeah, the one car kind of checked up and got run over by a guy behind him as they were slow on that restart there. But yeah, Zach Edwards taking advantage of that situation. He's going to put that one car lap down as the one moves aside here.
He's also making his way by the 84 as well, who's slow on the bottom of the track, trying to get back up to pace.
84 just pulled into the pits.
A few other Jason Blatts, Corey DePisa, and Cole Shoemaker all in the pits. As there goes Mike Klein around our lap car.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Oh, and caution's out here at Thompson. Oh, and yeah, there's the 8 car, 22 car.
Yeah, going to the corner here, the 23 dive bombs is underneath the 22 here. It looks like he pushes up the track just a little bit, catches the back tire, turns him right around in front of quite a few cars here. See, now here comes the ASCP car again. He seems to be, every time there's a wreck, somebody right from him. He gets hit from behind.
Yeah, and the 22 just keeps getting caught up in other people. I don't know if it's other people's stuff or his line or what, but man, he's having a tough fight, that 22 machine.
Right in front of the leaders, too. You see the leaders taking evasive action there.
Got a bunch of people going on to pit road. Elijah Travis, Austin Householder, Cullen Johnston, Dave Gilbert Jr., Matthew Kopp, and Cole Shoemaker all are on pit road.
Yeah, I think these guys are getting close to their fuel window anyways. So I imagine these guys are coming in, getting that fuel, and it'll probably be the last time you see a lot of these guys on pit road.
Again, with this Mission 22-300, a lot of people did have to come together to make this race the amazing success that it is. And we'd like to give a special shout out to Dave Gilbert Jr. and the rest of the Gas and Go iRacing family for bringing this event to life. And without them, none of this would have been possible. We'd especially like to thank them for bringing us on board to be a part of this wonderful race as well.
Yeah, man, it's been my pleasure, personally, Joe Wright, to be a part of it. It's pretty exciting stuff here. 18 cautions, only 100 laps to go or so, 94, as we're about to get back green flag racing. I think we might have a little green flag run now. What do you think?
I mean, halfway is the point where, I think, well, with all these cautions, normally halfway is the point where, like, everybody, it's go time for them, but no, not halfway, 100 laps to go. But I think everybody's gonna like calm down a little bit, take a deep breath, and just ride it out a little bit. And then we might see, maybe with 50 to go, we'll start seeing the action start to ramp up again.
All right, man. Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
They were lined up. Lights on the pace car were off, but still got to get everything organized.
Yeah, again, I want to encourage everybody to go check out mission22.com and maybe donate some cash if you can. Maybe some of your time. Get with them, help out, find something where you can find yourself a little bit useful. It'd be sweet, awesome of you to help some of those guys out. And, everybody needs your help. Somebody needs help out there.
The lights on the pace car has gone off. Go. Alright, there we go. Pace car's in. And we are
green.
back green here at Thompson. Ooh, good restart by the 10 of Daniel Sweeney. Trying to make a pass for second. No, Mike Klein shuts the door on him. The top three gets spread out, but 20 of Mike Klein is starting to reel back in Zach Edwards.
Yeah, really cool side-by-side action here. One camera on the bottom right there. You see that in-car or above-the-car camera. And then you also see the live action in the top left screen. But you can just see the difference in some of these guys' lines and how bumpy the track really is as you see him wave through the corners.
All right, man, caution is out. Caution is out.
International.
Oh, and caution is out. The 19th time. Take a quick look at the weather right now in Thompson, Connecticut. 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 46% humidity, partly cloudy. It's a very windy day, windy night. 10 miles per hour wind speed. Track temperature is 69 degrees Fahrenheit and some. You have the Wreckage Replay.
And the 2 car of Trudeau just gets a little out of shape, gets tagged, and sent straight up into the wall, and gets a little airborne there, sets down on all fours. Seen that a couple times tonight. And hopefully he's able to drive away.
the 20 of Mike Klein is on pit road right now, getting some fresh tires. And also, let's see, Austin Householder's in. Troy Trudeau, of course, getting involved in that last wreck is in there. Bob Higgins, and then Cole Shoemaker is also on pit road.
All right, pace lights are off. We're about to go green flag racing side by side here on Intensity Broadcast, and Zach Edwards on that inside line. Get a good run. Ramsdale into the third spot. 10 of Daniel Sweeney's going to follow the 6 into the corner. Real tight racing for third, but the 1 and 2 start to spread it out.
Ramsdale takes third. We got Kevin Bernheimer in fourth, fifth. But we do have a battle for 6 side by side. Here comes the 40 of Rob Higgins. Is the 192 of Elijah Travis. Oh, we got a car in the wall. Caution's out. We've just now hit our 20th caution. Man.
Yeah, the 20 of Klein just gets run over from behind by the 1 car, and he takes that awkward angle into the corner here, and that is not the direction you want to hit that wall. Fortunately for him, it's virtual racing, because in real life that one would hurt right there.
Yeah, no safer barriers here at Thompson. I don't know if they have them in real life, but here in iRacing, that's a concrete wall. That'd hurt.
There is no...
Now, I was going to say, a lot of the short tracks up here in the Northeast, none of them have safer barriers. Everybody's got nice hard walls. The only track that's got a soft quote-unquote wall is Stafford, because they got like a guardrail in the corner.
Also, a common thing with the short tracks here in the Southeast is rumble strips. I know, like, for example, Myrtle Beach has a rumble strip. Does any of the Northeast short tracks have a rumble strip?
No, but one of the real interesting short tracks in the Northeast is Monadnock Speedway in New Hampshire. 1 and 2 have a wall, like you would see here at Thompson. And then 3 and 4 it just runs off into the grass, and the wall is maybe 300, 400 feet from the racing surface.
What?
So kind of like the dirt tracks where the track ends and you can go right off the berm. Well, there's no berm, but it's just straight grass all the way across. So
wow. I mean, I know that some tracks do have like very, very like wacky like, walls and stuff. Kind of like...
Yeah. I was going to say, it's kind of like Oxford Plains, that there's no wall, but it's just in that 3 and 4, so it's kind of interesting.
Right, it's kind of like how there's like a lot of baseball stadiums with like odd dimensions. A lot of it sometimes in like for racetracks has to do with like buildings being on site. a lot of time.
Yeah, coming from the Northeast, we got another weird baseball stadium, Fenway Park, which is a classic, and yeah, another oddly shaped ballpark that you'd have here in the Northeast.
Odd. They mentioned racetracks and ballparks as we're set to go green here.
I think it's just plainly apparent that all the oddballs come from the Northeast.
Well, a lot of it has to do with the age of the tracks or the age of the ballparks. You know, it's not like today where you have a lot of more modern facilities. Everything up here is kind of dated and historical.
And Edwards with a huge run.
Oh, wait.
Ramsdale getting in a little hot, gets into the wall. He's going to slide back to third as Kevin Bernheimer up to the second spot now. He's our biggest mover in the top 5.
The biggest mover of the race is currently in 9th. He's moved up 23 positions. That's Austin Householder in 9th. We'll see if he maybe can make his way up to the field, maybe get some more positions. Oh, there's a car slow on the bottom. Here comes Jeff Ramsdell starting to reel in Kevin Bernheimer. Also there we got the 55 of Keith McGillivray, who's making a pass trying to get down low below the 4 machine.
Well, that was going on. We had a little incident a little further in the back of the pack. You see the side-by-side here. The 74 and the 7 make a little contact. 7 up hard into the wall. And a couple cars come piling in. I saw the 84 get into this as well. The 49, the 20. So this all happened behind. No yellow, though, as these guys were able to get off the track and keep it going.
Right, that's what you got to do. We've seen that a couple times where they've been able to keep it green.
A 55 now of Keith McGillivray. He's on a rail right now. I just saw him make a nice pass for the 4th spot. And he's going to set his sights now on Jeff Ramsdell here. And he's fast.
We currently check out our stint length, and Zach Edwards, despite having 96 lap tires, he's holding his own. He's now 2 seconds ahead of Kevin Bernheimer, who's on 36 lap tires. Freshest driver with the freshest tires in the top 10 is Daniel Sweeney in that 10 machine.
And Keith McGillivray is turning the fastest laps with the exception of the leader right now.
Oh, and caution's out.
So
21st caution is out.
Yeah, it looks like the 84 of Jason Blatch having a little trouble coming off of pit road here as he's catches the grass leaving pit road and spins it out and tries to get it going again down in that John Deere country. There's no grip down there, and he comes right back and into traffic. So having some issues there, and that's what brought out our yellow.
Looks like we got Zach Edwards, our former leader, is now on to pit road, getting some fresh tires, along with Tyler Rush, Bob Higgins, and Cole Shoemaker, as he's able to beat both him and Tyler Rush are able to beat the leaders. They were not able to lap him. But now the power of the lead is going to shift to Kevin Bernheimer in that 28 machine. Oh, there goes Rob Higgins and Jeff Ramsdell also onto pit road.
them new tires at a premium here this late in the race. This might be the last stop for those guys. We'll see. I think they can probably make it. What do you think, Josh?
Yeah, from this point forward, they'll definitely be able to make it on fuel. It's just a matter of, do you sacrifice track position for fresh tires to help you drive back through the field? Which some of these guys like Rob Higgins and Jeff Ramsell, I think it's a good call for them. Come in, get fresh tires, and have that extra grip here for the last 65 laps.
I don't know, though. There's probably like an 80% chance there's going to be another caution. I'm sure a lot of these drivers on the track are very confident that a caution is going to come out. By the way, Keith McGillivray, Zach Edwards is back into the pits, and also Austin Householder are in the pits. Oh, looks like lights on the pace car have gone off, so we are going to be heading back green this time by with, we got Kevin Bernheimer on the bottom, Elijah Travis on the top. There goes the pace car heading on to pit road, and back green here at Thompson. Oh, a little bit of contact between the 192 and the 74 of Kevin Bernheimer. We're side by side for third. Making that high side work is Daniel Sweeney.
All right, man, caution is out.
He gets into third, and caution flag is out. 22nd caution of the night.
It looks like the 87 just gets in there a little hotter than the 7. And fortunately for the 7 there, the recipient of that gets over on his lid, and I think he's going to, looks like he's going to have to reset, because I don't think that's going to get back up on its wheels.
Yeah, that can happen sometimes where you're like a turtle, where you're stuck and you can't get back on your wheels. So, like you said, you do have to reset when that happens.
Turtle. That's all right, man. I agree with you. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes you end up on your lid spinning like a turtle.
And most racers want to keep that shiny side up, so I'll have to see. That almost, and I'm not trying to put anything out there, but that almost looked like a retaliation of some sort. So we'll have to keep an eye out there, see if anything further happens with those two.
Yeah, it looks like he's out now, the Blatz 84 machine. That 78 car, just realized that's an RC Cola. I remember walking to the mini mart as a kid and getting...
Yeah, I think I remember it was two...
If it is an RC Cola, I can't really tell.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just guessing
RC Cola.
the way it looks.
We had a car 2 Fridays ago in the ISSL Super Speedway that was also an RC Cola car.
It says something else, though, like Royal Crown or something on the back of it.
Well, that's what the R and the C stand for, Royal Crown.
Is it?
Yeah.
I never knew that. I just called it RC.
No, so the R and the C stands for Royal Crown.
So it's Royal Crown Cola? Is that what you're telling me at, man?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to take your word for it.
You got to forgive Joe. He's lived most of his life up here in the north. He was in New York forever. He's not familiar with that Southern RC Cola.
RC Cola and moon pies.
It's funny, too, because the restaurant that my wife's family used to own actually used to have RC Cola.
The only Royal Crown I know of is Crown Royal.
No, that's something different. You got a mixture of Crown Royal into Royal Crown.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what? Oh, no.
Allie doesn't know what's going on. He's too young.
Oh, no, I do.
Right?
Royal Crown used to sponsor the Indianapolis race. Now it's Big Machine Vodka. Indy 500. And oh, there goes the pace car back in.
Green.
We're back green here. 192 goes down to the bottom. Elijah Travis trying to make a pass for first. Also watch that 10 machine of Daniel Sweeney, who's making that high side work. Oh, got a great run off the corner there, and he moves into second place now. Ooh, see a car smoking. Luckily, he was able to pull into the pits. We're now side by side for third. Or no, that's fourth.
Oh!
Wait.
Been at the front.
Wait, what? All right, he's in the grass. He's in the grass. Can he save it and not get back onto the track? That was our leader, Kevin Bernheimer. He's able to get back going, luckily. We stay green, and that now puts the 10 of Daniel Sweeney. Oh, there goes the caution. Caution's now out here at Thompson.
So first we're going to show you what happened to our leader here. As he was going into the corner and he just got hit from behind.
Tap, tap, tap-a-roo.
It's going to send him right down in the John Deere country. He holds on to it, though. He does a great job not coming back up in the traffic and getting that thing straightened out. And that's what brought out the yellow, is right there in front of the leader. Just going to rewind to this real quick, and right in front of the leader.
Back to real time. Now pacing here at Thompson. That was our 23rd caution, our Jordan caution.
Did you just call it the Jordan caution?
That is.
And this is what happened right in front of our leaders here, or our previous leader. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I apologize. So the 75 and the 27 are battling real hard here. 75 gets into the side of the 27. And our previous leader, the 28, is able to sneak on through. That's Kevin Bernheimer. He's able to sneak through there unscathed. So lucky for him, he's able to get to the bottom side to get around that.
He's still in the top 10. 7th is where Kevin Bernheimer is. But I mean, you know you're in New England when the announcer says that the driver had nowheres to go.
Are you making fun of Josh, Batman?
Absolutely.
We tried wicked hard to avoid that one.
Meanwhile, back in real time. Oh, looks like Daniel Sweeney's blinking a little bit.
It does look like a few cars have been parked for the night for some aggressive driving, so hopefully we'll see this thing go green the rest of the way here.
The 10 is continuing to blink. There goes.
We've had a lot of guys drop off too, Batman, with connection issues, but here they go, the 10 Sweeney.
Green, green, green.
And he gone.
Went so fast that he turned invisible for a couple seconds. Here goes the 20. Man, Elijah Travis had a terrible restart, fell all the way down to 4th, and he restarted in 1st. Battle for 2nd. Mike Klein is trying to get by James Seagrove.
James is kind of holding him up here. Klein is definitely faster. You can see him really giving him the 1-2. Going through the corner. Let's see if he can turn down here off the corner and get underneath.
Well, we see him. 1, 2, 3 modified. You gotta do when you're held up.
Yeah, that first bump just says you're there. That second bump lets them know you're faster. Usually that third bump is going to send them around or move them right out of the way. You see him underneath and try to get by. Oh, little contact there.
Little tire touch. You see that a lot with these modifieds because they are open wheels. Sometimes the tires touch each other.
Flying to the outside now. 47
right,
kind of gets out of the way for him. I don't know if he's going to pit road. Caution is out.
Ooh. So there goes our 24th caution. Or Byron caution. Or a Gordon caution, whatever you want to call it. Oh, and we do have some terrible news. The 10 at one point was glitched into... He was trying to drive through the pace car. You can't do that. You can't upset the natural order.
So yeah, Bernheimer just gets a little high up into the wall, catches where that crossover gate is right there. Right in front of the 27 of Tyler Rush. They both make pretty hard contact there, and fortunately for him, he's just up in the wall. Pulls back across the track right in front of the 95. Good heads-up driving there, too.
Back in real time. VR modifieds pacing. As they are, I mean, I love how they look. They're works of art. Whoever designed the body of the modifieds, they're beautiful. That and sprint cars.
Yeah, I like the looks of both of those as well, man. It's kind of weird the way that the modifieds kind of set sideways a little bit. There's the right side wheels are a bit stuck out, but I understand the concept behind its engineering. Keep that thing turning.
And really, there's only like 3 or 4 manufacturers of these modifieds, too. You've got LFR chassis, you've got Troyer, you've got Fury, and that's pretty much it.
I know when I raced in my champ cart at Langley, that was also open wheel, so I found myself touching tires with other drivers, as we've seen here with these modifieds. I mean, that's the problem that you have with your exposing your tires here in the modifieds. The lights on the pace car has gone off. And still continuing to blink is that 10 car of Daniel Sweeney, but we're back green here despite that here at Thompson. Ooh, we got a few car getting in the wall. It's Cullen Johnston. Oh, that has to be hard for the 20 machinists. Daniel
All right, man, caution is out. Caution is out.
Still. And whoa, 25th caution is out. So Joe, I do have a question for you. I heard that you wanted a T-bone steak.
If we get another T-bone on here, you owe me one, man. How about that?
Because I had a porterhouse that was larger than my
Nice.
Let's see.
I was thinking about making brisket tomorrow, actually.
Brisket. That's a good choice. Like actually making it?
Yeah, I'm gonna smoke it. Start tomorrow morning.
Nice. Perfect. Call me over. That sounds delicious.
I love doing that. I probably smoke something a couple times a week as the leader's coming in.
Elijah Travis.
Elijah Travis on the pit road.
Man, you ever been to a Brazilian steakhouse?
Once.
How much of it did you eat? A lot?
I was like 5. I don't know how much I ate. It was in... Oh no, I've been to one 2 times.
Yeah, there's one right down there in Newport News, and then there's one also in Norfolk.
That's the one where I went. The one in Newport News.
Toscanos, I think is what it's called.
I also went to one in like Orlando, Florida.
I think the best Brazilian steakhouse I've ever been to was in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. I mean, that's definitely on my bucket list. Las Vegas.
My new specialty is making hibachi.
Hibachi. I like hibachi. That you get them.
I'm really good at it now too. I'm gonna have to come over for that.
You do like all like the special tricks and stuff?
No, of course not.
Joe's flinging eggs into his hat.
Like the volcano.
Do you really trust Joe with fire?
All right, lights on the pace car out. They're single file here. 25 cautions. Can we make it to the end? Only 35 laps remaining here, as the 2 is stopped on track there.
Is there a time limit for this race? Or is it unlimited?
Man, there is a time limit. Right now, elapsed time is 2 hours.
Green, green, green.
So we're back green and getting a good restart. Was that 20 machine of Mike Klein. Is he stuck with Daniel Sweeney for a little bit?
And the side-by-side, we're also on board with Elijah Thomas, who just took fresh tires, so I imagine he's going to be a little bit quicker than these guys.
All right, man, caution is out.
As he's trying to work his way back up through the field. Sitting in the 9th spot right now.
26th caution.
And just so you know, they have 4 hours to get it done.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got enough time.
Yep, we're nearing 2 hours.
Well, Klein and Sweeney, they just want to see this thing go green because these guys are going to check out if they can.
Chilling out here.
So it looks like our caution is, one car makes a little bit of contact, gets pushed down on the pit road, and just comes up in front of the track just enough to trigger the caution here.
Now, Joe, I did see something, like, I forget, was it yesterday or the day before, but it was a reminder that 6 years ago that day, I had a Jayhawks basketball game.
Yeah, how many points did you score? Do you remember?
No.
I don't either. I know you did well, though.
I mean, I wasn't too good of a basketball player.
Have you gotten better?
Yeah, I think the last time before COVID started, my last basketball season, I was like the assist master. Like I wasn't very good at scoring points, but I did a bunch of assists and a bunch of defense, including a pass between someone's legs.
Sounds like you need a better coach.
Hey, I haven't. I taught him how to pass. So there you go. Hey, so moving forward though, man, you got a big season coming up yourself. Well, we have a chance to talk about that a little bit. That'd be cool for you to hit us with it.
Oh yeah, we do have. I'm gonna be racing Bandoleros this season at Langley Speedway, another short track.
And when's the first race? Do you guys know yet?
First race is April 3rd, and we're definitely gonna get some practicing in before that.
I'm stoked and excited to see you you do that and see how you do there.
I mean, one thing that I gotta do is I gotta start practicing my super speedway racing, because there's a lot of drafting and stuff with the Bandoleros. You can pretty much full throttle it around the track.
All right, down the backstretch, hopefully for the last time under caution. That Mustang is going to dip off, and Sweeney and Klein are going to race this thing out all the way to the end. That's what we're going to hope for here.
Ooh, great.
Green.
Restart by Daniel Sweeney. Of course, he is still blinking, but it's okay. He's also got Mike Klein behind him trying to get something done here.
And I just realized that 6 car with the TS haulers on the back, that's actually a bit of a throwback scheme to the Northeast Modified Tour. It's kind of cool. There's been quite a few drivers that driven that 6 car. Doug Colby, Ryan Preece. That car is a revolving door, but it's a good car, and it's usually always up at the front. Kind of like what we're seeing right now.
Yeah, Zach Edwards has had a great night all throughout this race, and here he is making a pass for 4th, and he does get by Jeff Ramsdell, and now he's going to try to chase down Tyler Rush for 3rd.
25 laps to go, and man, hopefully my wish comes true here. They're putting on a show right now, though, the 20 and the 10 up front. As the 20 starts to look underneath. No,
he's through the grass, and what a save by that 20 machine. He's able to keep the car going, just went through the grass a little bit. Everything's okay, but he did lose a bunch of positions, and that is
I don't know if that had anything to do with the car in front of him blinking or what, but he's getting contact now back here with the 40. All right, he's clear of the 40.
But you're right, I mean, that might have had something to do with it, because it can definitely be hard making a pass on someone who is blinking. There's Daniel Sweeney heading onto pit road right now. So now that's going to put Zach Edwards as our leader.
And Tyler Rush right there in that 27 machine. Watch him. He was all over the back end of Zach Edwards right before that. So we'll see what happens here. Ramsdell still not out of this thing, now riding 3rd.
I mean, Tyler Rush isn't really a name that we've talked about much, and it's pretty cool to see him up front in the waning laps, and he's got a chance to win this.
And he's rocking that U.S. Air Force car. How awesome would that be to see him win this Mission22.com race? That'd be pretty cool stuff.
The American flag on the car and everything.
Yeah, that paint job's actually a tribute to his wife's father, who served in the Air Force and currently works at a veterans home.
That car, by the way, I do want to mention that car is designed, or was designed by our sponsor, Turtle Shell Design. And if you want a car that'll look as fly as that U.S. Air Force car, make sure to hit them up on Facebook. You can be looking like that. Of course, it could be anything you want. Maybe it could be a throwback. It could be something else. And they don't just do modifieds, they can do all iRacing cars. Looks like Zach
Ramsdale starting to close that distance now to 27. Sorry, Atman. And Edwards checking out, like you were going to say, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He's now with a 1 second lead, getting away from Tyler Rush. But look back here at this battle. Here comes Ramsdale and that 4 machine starting to catch up to that 27 machine of Tyler Rush. He's wheeling that thing. Trying everything he can to get up there to that 27. Here also comes the 20 machine of Mike Klein. Oh, Matthew Kopp is in the pits.
$15 laps to go, Atman. Zach Edwards really checking out. He's up to 2.5 second lead now.
Yeah, I mean, if we don't see another...
Jeff Ramsdale was in the wall, and I was going to say, Mike Klein is now joining this battle, too. So we got a 3-way battle for second place now.
Yeah, right when we turned on this cockpit cam, we saw him get right into the wall. But, here he comes, running that outside. He's clear. So Mike Klein is now in that 3rd position. He's going to try to track down Tyler Rush in 2nd. Here he comes. Out to the bumper right now of Tyler Rush.
He's looking underneath that, man. He had the run there. He didn't follow through with it.
There's a car like on the track. Oh, there's a car through the grass. What is going on? All right, 27th caution is out. We now have 10 to go.
It looks like Brockman just had some issues coming out of the pits, caught the grass, and just spun up in front of traffic, and that's what brought out our yellow right there. Oh, a little contact. That's what brings out our yellow. Yeah, it happened right in front of the leaders as well.
Goes James Seagroves getting his lap back. Gonna do a quick flyby of the field to see where your favorite driver currently is at. Make sure to tell us on Facebook who you're pulling for. Whether like you came here to actually root for them, or maybe you can just make a blind pick. Who's your prediction, I guess you could say. And that also means I'm gonna ask y'all who is your prediction to win this race?
Well, for me, man, it's going to be that man, Zach Edwards, at this point. I don't know if Chris Klein's got what it takes to get to him. We'll see here moving forward. I'm not sure, though.
For me, I'm going to have to go with that the 3rd place, number 20, Mike Klein. I actually do think he has something for that 6th machine of Zach Edwards. He's going to get by the 27 and then track down Edwards with just a little bit left. Tyler Rush.
One thing I want to mention, how about Cullen Johnson right now? He's our hardest charger, up 24 spots up into the 5th spot.
Yeah, that's an awesome run for him. Hey, Atman, so you were talking about running Bandoleros at Langley. We got a little a podcast coming up this weekend, Sunday. We got a special guest. You want to tell the broadcast who our special guest is going to be this weekend?
Yes, so we've been keeping this a secret, but tonight I am going to announce who our special guest is going to be after we're going to be doing the podcast. It'll come out Monday, and that's going to be Brendan Queen. He is the 2020 Langley Speedway late model champion. He won the Hampton Heat 200. He's been in an ARCA race, a Cars Tour race. Great driver, and he's also in our Intensity Racing League short track series, and he won the race at Bristol this week. So it's exciting to hear from him and talk with him about his career and stuff.
Green flag is out. No racing. Zach Edwards, a great start. Klein underneath though. He's gonna clear in the second spot. Hey, Atman, that 20 machine might be coming for that first place.
I mean, just like I predicted it. Watch. Don't look now, that 20 car. He started this race on the pole, and he's only one position away from finishing this race in first place.
He's been a comer and goer, like Josh said at the beginning of the broadcast. Thompson, known for its comers and goers, and he's survived it so far. Let's see what he's got here for Edwards. 4 to go.
Here goes Bernheimer into the top 5. Oh, Colin Johnston in the wall.
Yeah, Josh just got up into the marbles, and you really see the marbles playing a factor right now as they're starting to come way down off the wall.
Yeah, there they are, and like all the way on the edge of the track. Don't want to get up in them, or you're gonna go loose. So now 2 laps to go. Ooh, who was that? The 4 of Jeff Ramsdale in the wall. I don't know. Does Max Klein have anything for Zach Edwards?
Yeah, Mike Klein working hard to get to Zach, but I don't think it's going to happen, man. Final lap, one more time around. You got the call.
All right, Zach Edwards. I mean, he had a great race, and 3 and 4, he's just got to make it through. And he is going to be our winner here for the Mission 22 300. We did 250 laps, and he led the final one, and that means that he is our winner here. Your official winner of the Mission 22 300, Mike Klein, immediately disconnects after crossing the finish line.
Looks like Klein came home third at, man. I don't know if he ran out of gas or what there.
On my screen, it says that Tyler Rush ended up finishing third. Might have been a close finish.
Yeah, I just confirmed Mike Klein did run out of gas coming through turns 3 and 4, and that's why he ended up in the 3rd spot.
All right, there you go. It updated here with the feature results, but let's go ahead and talk about our finishing results here. Finishing first, your winner for the Mission 22 300 was Zach Edwards. Finishing second was Tyler Rush. Third was Mike Klein. Finishing 4th was Jeff Ramsdale. And rounding out your top 5 was Kevin Bernheimer. Finishing 6th was Rob Higgins. 7th was Cullen Johnston. 8th was James Seagroves. And then the rest of these drivers are going to be a lap down or more. Elijah Travis finished 9th. And rounding out your top 10 was Keith McGillivray. Finishing 11th was Chad Brockman. 12th was Matthew Kopp. Finishing 13th was Jared Bohan. Finishing 14th was Daniel Sweeney. And rounding out your top 15 was Dave Gilbert Jr. Finishing 16th was Austin Householder. 17th ended up being Dennis Crosby. 18th was Troy Trudeau. Finishing 19th was Jonathan Tuckness, and rounding out your top 20 was Jason Blatz. Finishing 21st was Corey DePisa. Finishing 22nd was Bob Higgins. 23rd was Dennis Stepanich Jr. 24th was Christy Wheeler. Rounding out your top 25 was Cody Parker. 26th ended up being Yagnacio Adams. 27th was Cole Shoemaker. 28th was Tyler Ziegler. 29th ended up being Mike Taylor. And rounding out your top 30 was Jared Audette. 31st was William Klingbeil. 32nd was Patrick O'Toole. And then finishing last but most certainly not least, we have Thomas Myers Jr. Now we're getting set For our first interview, we have Tyler Rush. Oh yeah, Mike Klein finished third, so here we go. All right, hey Mike, this is Atlee, Josh, and Joe in the booth. Do you have a copy?
I do. 10-4.
That was an awesome race right there from you. You were up in the mix there in the final seconds, but looks like you ran out of gas there in the end. I mean, what happened here at Thompson from your point of view?
Oh man, it was a wild one, but it was a good one. I very enjoyed everything. Hold on one second. Okay, I had to mute the chat.
So another question that I do have to ask is involving your throwback paint scheme. I just want to ask that, what was the significance of your throwback paint scheme, and like what does it symbolize to you?
So before I joined the Army, I was a race car driver in a modified, and that was the paint scheme that I raced. Klein Concrete was my sponsor. He does great concrete work. I definitely recommend him. That's my father's business.
Hey, congratulations, Mike, on that third place finish, and also thank you for your service.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Do you have anybody you want to thank?
Yes, I definitely want to thank the charity that all the proceeds are going to. Maconi's setup shop. They did a good job on this set. It was very fast. And then Klein Concrete.
Absolutely. Well, great job here at Thompson, and it was for a good cause. But great job.
Thank you very much.
All right, now we're going to pull in our second place finisher here, Tyler Rush. Tyler, you got Josh, Atlee, and Joe in the booth. You got us?
Oh, hey, I got you guys. What's going on?
Hey, congratulations on the second place finish. Looked like you were sitting in there in third for a while, but Mike ran out of gas coming through 3 and 4. You were able to sneak by him, but the rest of the race was kind of wild and crazy. How'd you see the race from your point of view tonight?
Well, we started 11th. I was like the last person to not have to run a heat, and I was thankful for that. Those heats looked hectic from where I was sitting. But we got out there. We ran really well near the front most of the night. But then I got checked by somebody on the backstretch somewhere, and I got some wheel damage. So I had to burn one of my faster pairs, and that kind of put me way, way back in the field. And we were front and center for a lot of crashes, able to keep the nose clean through most of them, and fight our way back onto the lead lap and have a chance at this. I think the key move, I took 2 tires, about 70 laps to go, just put right sides on. I think that's what really helped.
For sure. I mean, most people, when they put 2 tires on, it really loosens up the car. But it seemed like it worked out for you, helped you get the car to turn a little bit better.
Yeah, I was fighting a tight car most of the night. It seemed like it was really, really good at turning for maybe the first 5 laps, and then it really started to plow, and I was putting a lot of rear bias into it, trying to get it to rotate. But yeah, I think we did all right.
And your paint job tonight, did it have any significance for you?
Yes, it does. This is my father-in-law, Greg Waltz. He served in the Air Force for us, and now he works at the Indiana Veterans Home, assisting veterans and helping with their care and treatment. So I did this livery to honor him and all that he does for this country and everything else, and he was here watching my Twitch stream tonight. So thank you, Greg, for everything that you do and everything you have done for this country. It means a lot to me. It allows me to do the things that I get to do because you did what you did.
Absolutely, man. That's a great shout out. And again, if he said he's listening, so thank you for your service, sir. All 3 of us in the booth also appreciate what you do. And before we let you go, anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
I'd like to just thank everybody that's here on my Twitch stream, everybody that's helped support me with all this stuff, and all the admins like Dave and Thomas, Cupcake, that helped put this stuff on. So they did a great job tonight, and I'm really proud to have helped a little bit, and I'm really excited to get to paint a car for somebody.
Awesome, man. Well, it goes to a great cause, and congratulations again. And hopefully we'll see you in another one of these, and we'll talk to you again.
All right, take it easy, guys. Thank you for the broadcast.
All right. Last but certainly not least, our race winner, Zach Edwards. Zach, it's Joe, Atlee, and Josh in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I got a copy.
All right, man. You were up there all night long, battling hard. A long race, lots of cautions, but you were able to finish this thing out. How'd you see it from your end there, Zach?
It was it was a pretty tough race, not gonna lie. With everybody coming and going and whatnot, just didn't know where to be. But I feel like we had them covered pretty good, so just bided our time.
Yeah, it looked like Klein might have had something for you there early in the race, maybe, and even later on coming toward the end. But he ends up running out of gas with the last lap, coming out of turns 3 and 4. Anything you could have done better? I mean, you won the race.
Yeah, I put us in a pretty big hole there with about 30 to go. I jumped the start and had to serve a black flag, so that wasn't fun battling back up through there, but we got it done.
Awesome. Now, a lot of these guys running special paint jobs. Does your paint have any significance?
No, it doesn't.
All right, 10-4. And anybody you want to thank here for your win?
I just want to thank you guys for putting this deal on, and Mission 22, what they do is really special, so it's pretty cool to win.
Yeah, congratulations, Zach, on your win, and hopefully we'll see you in the future here on Intensity Broadcasting in the podium, if not winning another one of these things.
I appreciate it.
Well, I do have an announcement, and it's the fact that we did hit 1,003 followers tonight. So, Intensity Broadcasting is proud to announce, because of our awesome community, that we are going to be donating $50 to Mission 22.
Yeah, that's awesome, Matt, man. We want to reiterate that Mission22.com is a special organization, and if you have time or money to donate, you should go out and do that and help those people out. They're doing an awesome thing for a lot of people. So, yeah, following up on that, try, help, do something.
And also, this milestone doesn't mean anything, but also we did hit 300 subscribers on YouTube, and YouTube is...
What do you mean it doesn't mean anything? You can't say that. What are you doing?
No, it's not. It's not for anything. There's not like a... But yes, it does mean anything. So thank you to our YouTube community as well. Not as many people watch it on YouTube as of Facebook, but still, I mean, thank you to our YouTube community for sticking with us, and we appreciate, and also our Twitch community as well. Thank you for also watching all these races. And it's been a big journey throughout this time, and it's so awesome that we were able to hit 1,000 on such a special night here at Thompson. But I'm going to sign it off right now. Thank you, everyone, for watching this race here on Intensity Broadcasting. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Intensity Broadcasting on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, as we're now on the road to 2,000 on Facebook, and also 1,000 on both other platforms, and we do also have Twitter. And make sure to stay tuned and turn on your notifications, because on Monday, after the Daytona Road Course race, we are going to be doing our Intensity Broadcasting podcast with special guest Brendan Queen. So make sure to stay tuned for that. On behalf of Joe Wright, Josh Hall, and the entire Intensity Broadcasting crew, I'm Atlee Atman Weiss. Thank you for watching. Over and out.